Tony, you obviously signed a free contract when you're here at United now. How pleased were you to get that sorted and to be here now?
Yeah, delighted. After we signed the pre-contract, I think it was inevitable I was going to come here in January. It was just about getting a fair deal for both clubs and getting me out the door at Motherwell and up here.
And obviously you came on in the game during the week. It wouldn't be the result you were looking for, but from what you've seen so far from the club and the players around you, how impressed have you been with them so far?
Yeah, really impressed. It's been really positive. I've only trained twice and played in the game, but it's been good. It's been eye-opening. It's been in a good way. It's been really positive, and hopefully we can get turned around and start winning and start showing the real side is, because there was a lot of positives to take the other day, but it was just we never done it for 90 minutes, and it's a capable team. I've watched them for weeks and months before, so hopefully we can do that on Saturday.
How big a difference do you think you're going to make to Dundee United? Obviously you're currently the league's top goal scorer. How confident are you can keep that up?
Yeah, obviously you can go through purple patches and get to the top. It's just now about to keep my consistency, but first and foremost it's about winning, creating chances and getting chances for myself and helping the team so that we can win games, and that's starting on Saturday in the Cup.
And you're confident that Dundee United can get back to that winning form we saw earlier in the season? Because obviously you joined them at a point when they're going through a bit of a bad patch.
I joined this club for sporting reasons. People say it's financially driven. It's not. If it was financially driven, I'd be in England or I'd be in Dubai or wherever else offered me. It's not financially driven. It's a massive club with good ambitions, good people at the top, dripping all the way down. So, look, I'm excited. I think we've got a lot of potential. We're not going to go into the end of the season and win 15 games in a row, but I think for the 3.5 years that I'm here, starting from this season, I think there's a lot of positives to taking a good route to go and be successful.
And we saw when Lon Shanklin was here, him pushing his way into the national side. You yourself have had experience of that. Would you hope to get more of that by doing well here?
I always think club football comes first. I think if you do well for a club, you'll get recognition and you'll get stuff on the back of that. And no, I need to come here, score goals and repay the people who have put the faith in me, and then hopefully that happens in the future, but it's not life or death for me, no.
Tony, was it a difficult decision to leave Motherwell and come to United?
Motherwell offered me a contract in December, less than 6 months before my contract ran out, and I just had the feeling after that it was time to move on. I just felt probably best for me to go, and it is what it is, it's football, and the club was brilliant with me, I said that, but it was probably time for me to move on, and I felt this was the right move for me.
Because you always got the feeling from the outside looking in that Motherwell was quite good for Tony Watt,
Absolutely.
and Tony Watt was quite good for Motherwell, so it seemed like...
I think that's the bit people forget. I know your question, I wasn't cutting you off, I'm just being honest. I don't care about people's reactions, but Motherwell was good for Tony Watt, but Tony Watt was good for Motherwell. That's the end of the day, that's how it is. They're fourth in the league, and I've seen people send me stats, if you take my goals away they would have been further down, and that's just facts. That's football, that's facts if you want to play with stats. But no, I'm thankful for what they gave me. They gave me an amazing 2 years, and they gave me a chance when some other people wouldn't give me a chance. So no, that's it, I've moved on and now it's time for Dundee United.
You mentioned earlier about how you're here for sporting reasons. Were there other offers on the table? Did you have other tangible options that you were considering as well?
I signed this early. I had an offer in the summer to go to Dubai. I had somebody phone me about Turkey, to go to the top division in Turkey, maybe first week in January, but I had my heart set on this. Whenever we spoke, it was done early, and I said that to my agents. I said, let's get this tied down. They asked about England, they asked about these places. I said no, I don't want to move. My missus just got an amazing job and my family's settled there. Why should I be living in a hotel, living away from my family for 4, 5, 6 days a week? Not interested.
Obviously you've been in great form this season. The club have paid a fee for you, scoring goals. they'll be expecting you to continue that scoring form here. Is there an added kind of pressure that, maybe some of the United fans will see you as the kind of guy that's going to come in, get the goals, that's going to fire the team up the league? Does that bring an added pressure, that expectation?
I hope so. It's not all just about me scoring goals. I said to the manager, I reckon I could play a full season without scoring a goal and improve any team in the league, because the way I play, and hopefully I can score a lot of goals, but I'll give 100% and I'll try and help my teammates out, and hopefully the goals come. If not, I just hope somebody else scores them so we can win games, and I'm confident. I don't have one regret about the move I've made, and I'm buzzing about it. I'm absolutely delighted.
And Tony, you were kind of mentioning, obviously, you kind of had your heart set on this move. What was it about Dundee United that really just attracted you, and this was the place you wanted to come?
Everything. When you move clubs, it's not just one thing. There's so many things. I could sit down and talk about them all day, and the way they treated me, the way they wanted me, the way they spoke about how they're going to play, how they seen how I play, the bits that people don't mention, the way they see football, the way I see football, everything, it just added up, and I was delighted to get it over the line. And once we had the initial conversations, I knew straight away that was it, I was coming here.
And obviously now you're here at Dundee United, you've got the cup game against Kilmarnock coming up. What are your thoughts on that game just ahead of that?
Kilmarnock's a good club. It's never an easy place to go. They've got a good manager, good backroom staff, good players, but we need to focus on ourselves and start to get wins, and I'm sure we will, because we've got good players.
And just as you mentioned there, obviously the team on a bit of a difficult run, so is this kind of cup game against Kilmarnock a really good point for everyone to just kind of get back to winning ways and get back at the league when you come back into league football?
Yeah, I think we're still in a decent enough league position. I know we want to be higher, but it's not an emergency. I think the last 5 games of whatever run they were on, the squad was decimated with COVID, injuries, and people don't like making excuses in football, but you need to be realistic as well. If you take, for St Johnstone for instance, you took their 2 best players, Ali McCann and Jason Kerr, out of the team, and they struggled. You take your Kyogos and maybe another player at Celtic, they'll struggle. Same with Rangers, they lost Joe Aribo the other day and they dropped points, so it's no coincidence that if you lose a lot of players, and it's been a crazy amount of players that Dundee United have lost, so hopefully now with a full squad we can start just building up and picking points up.
Cheers.
You mentioned about the full squad and the big squad. There's a fair amount of competition for the position you play up front. Is that something that excites you about and helps boost your confidence in what you're doing, that you've got all this competition, so you've got to be at the top of your game all the time?
Yeah, I don't want to be playing with bad players. I'd rather be at a club like at Motherwell, like here, where there's a lot of quality in forward areas. Had it with Big Kev. Me and Kev Van Veen were fighting out for the number 9 shirt, but I'm happy to go on the left, I'm happy to go on the right, and here there's a lot of quality in forward areas, and as long as I'm playing on the park, I'm happy. My teammates can be playing the position I want to be playing, but that's it. Quality's there, so it'll be a matter of time before we start winning games.
How have you found the facilities with the training over at St Andrews,
Brilliant.
RBC and things like that?
Brilliant, aye, really nice. Really good setup. Again, another reason for me wanting to come to the club, and it's been really good start.
And how welcoming have the players been for you coming in the door?
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. They've been welcoming, and I know some of them, I know the quality of them, so you respect them already and you play against them. When you're up here, you play against them 3, maybe 4 times a year, so you know them, you watch the games they play in, so no, I knew what I was getting into. I knew the squad was really good.
And you're heading down to Kilmarnock, a big game for Dundee United this Saturday. It's a Premier League stadium that you're going to, although they're in the league below. What concerns do you have for Dundee United going down there this Saturday?
None. I don't think like that. Kilmarnock are a good team, but I'm not concerned. That I think if you go into any game with a defeatist mentality, then you're going to get defeated. I think if you go into life with a negative mentality, you're going to be negative. So positives, you need to go down, you need to work hard, and you need to let the rest take care of itself. If you work hard, the quality will come through, and no reserves, no problems, no nothing. Going to respect them, but I have no concerns.
In terms of both clubs, Dundee and Motherwell, you both played a similar philosophy, and that's going to put you in a massive advantage heading in here.
Yeah, positive football, attacking football. Yeah, I think both clubs are different, definitely different in terms of how they play, but there's definitely similarities as well.